Hey family, welcome back. I'm so glad that you are joining us as we continue this journey. I pray that your week has gone well. Today I want you to look at with me Matthew 27. I'm going to look at beginning at verse 62. It reads, "The next day, that is, after the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate. And they said, 'Sir, we remember how that impostor said, while he was still alive, after 3 days I will rise. Therefore order the tomb to be made secure until the third day, lest his disciples go and steal him away and tell the people he is risen from the dead. And the last fraud will be worse than the first. Pilate said to them, 'You have a guard of soldiers. Go make it as secure as you can.' So they went and made the tomb secure by sealing the stone and setting a guard." Here we find those individuals who've conspired to kill Jesus after he has died, after Jesus has been placed in the borrowed tomb of Joseph of Arimathea. He has been put into that tomb, and they are concerned because they recall what Jesus has stated. Jesus has said, "Hey, listen, if you're going to destroy this temple after 3 days, I'm going to rise again." Matthew records that they go to Pilate, the Roman governor, and they approach him and they remember these things, and they say, "Hey, listen, we have a concern. Our concern is that he made all of these prophecies that said he was going to get back up again after his death. And we want to make sure that his followers don't go steal his body and hide it somewhere and then begin to tell others that, hey, he did get up, that he's not there. So why don't you help us keep this from spreading? Would you send more help, more reinforcements? Why don't you place your seal upon the tomb? That way nobody will mess with it." Pilate acquiesces. He says, "Okay, listen, I'll give you the guards. You can place the Roman seal upon the grave. That way no one will mess with it, and no one would dare to mess with it. If that seal was on there, then that would impose all types of penalty if anybody ever wanted to tamper with that or to try to kind of stage some type of resistance." And so this was something that was known to be a no-no. And so Pilate says, "Listen, take what you need. Go do it." And they set those reinforcements up. They've got the guards. They've got the seal. They've got everything that they needed to sort of keep anyone out. And what we end up finding, and this is the powerful reality of it, is that that's still not enough. With the guards, with the seal, with the concerns, with everything that is put in place, nothing could keep Jesus in the ground. Nothing could keep him from coming out of that grave. Nothing could come against the power of God. If it's something that God is going to do, there's nothing man can do about it. This is powerful for you and I, even considering the reality of our own lives and even how we apply the resurrection, not only as our eternal hope, but as our practical hope for daily living, that if God has started something, he's going to bring it to completion. If God has placed his hand on something to do, it's going to happen. If God has set his power in the mix of something, nothing can come against it. Nothing will be enough to stop it. And this is the power that we get to see from this text, and it's the power that we get to see in our lives daily, that we live and get to experience resurrection power, not only in death, but in life as well. If God has set his power on something, nothing can thwart those plans. Nothing can come against it. It is in the same way that Paul exclaims in Romans that nothing can separate us from the love of God. It's the reality that says that he that has begun a good work in you, he's going to bring it to completion. God has set his power on it. There's nothing that can stand against it. I hope that you're encouraged by this reality and this message today as you close out your week. Family, I love you. God bless you. We look forward to talking with you more soon.